tour for you. We're going to start with the tack room. Let's start.
Christine? Okay guys, so since Christine fainted, I realized really how dirty the tack room really was. So I just decided to give it a quick cleanup, and I'm going to put all of that stuff that I don't need away. Gonna reorganize it, and then I'll show you how it looks. This is what I did to the tack room now. It's kind of a tack / office / feed / meeting room. And it's not really realistic because there's so many things that are way high up here. And they're all the way down there. They're not that tall. But yeah, I'm just gonna explain to you what's going on in this room. All the tack in this section of the video is really outdated. Like, look at the stitching, it's terrible. But it's all old stuff basically. Here are some of my collect-a-horses halters. So there's one for Regal, Atticus, Dragon, Tybalt. He also has a neck rope. Dahab, Raydun, those are both fulls. Henrik, Storyteller, Crumb doesn't have one yet. Diego has one. Then there is Rain's saddle and bridle, Avis's bridle, and on this wall here there are 4 jolly balls hanging on each separate hook. And there's a bunch of old halters here too. There's a broken official halter, an old carnival one that I made in a live video, a skirt from one of my people, a feed scoop, an official bucket, a bucket I made out of glue cap and wire, and another official bucket. Here, I think this is one of the cutest parts. There is a little lunging whip, a bouquet of roses. I think those are roses. There are 2 purses there, and a stapler. There is a western hat and a purse there too, on the hooks. These are actually 2 shelves, one is just stuck on top of the other, so it has a little divider, and there's twists that I made, and a little mini Winnie neck rope that I made. It was really painful, hard to make. This sword here and this sword here are both from some Game of Thrones figures that my mom bought, but I just use them as kind of fake pretend things because the horses and the people like to do little plays here sometimes. These 2 tack boxes are practically empty. There's just a bunch of random junk in there. I'm not going to show you. It's going to take too long. Here is Addie with, I think it's Chestnut, the Shetland pony mare. I have 2 of them, so one of them lives in the tack room. There is all our feed bags, and there is Fiona going and trying to grab them. Yeah, she's really small though. Those bags are way bigger than she is, but I guess she's still gonna try. There are some other feed stuff, and there's some oats right there. Real oats, but they're in a airtight container so no bugs get to them. There's some feed bins and another feed bin thing. I don't know. There's a mop. A bike that needs to be repaired. I mean, it really doesn't, but you know, just for the sake of it being in here for no reason. There's a screwdriver to indicate that it's being fixed. There's some more hay, a bunch of Schleich official blankets, and little random, sheets, I don't even know. 2 baskets, and there are some towels in there, just in case there's a mess. There's a bar organizer thing with supplements. And then here is probably my favorite part of the whole tack room. Here's a little couch and table that I got from the Schleich Advent calendar. I forget which one it was. I think it was Farm World. There's also a cupcake, a plate, and a cup. Oh, so Schleich Official. Here's a Schleich Official crate with some pull wraps that I made. And that is it for the tack room. Now we're moving to the barn. So this is the kind of hang out and wait for your lesson area, if that makes any sense. So let's just get started and I'll show you around. At the corner here we have a broom and a pitchfork. And there's also a trash can. And I believe that there is trash in this one. Yes, there is. And it's a metal trash can. Really cute. And over here, a little bit further from the trash can, there is a kitty scratching post made by Cedar Crest Stables. Really cute and realistic. I really love this one. Really looks like the real thing. There's a pony peeking out there, but you'll see her later. And then there is the doghouse. I'm going to try to zoom in a bit. So the adult Labrador there is named Chocolate, and the little puppy is Pudding, and I think that those are names I just randomly came up with as we speak, but I just don't remember my other animals' names, so yeah. And there's that foldable ladder that the people use to get to these shelves here. There's another light switch for my fairy lights. So there is 5 grooming kits and 3 medical kits here. And then up on top, this is a little clock for the people to see their lessons on, and even though it's super tiny, like people on the ground can barely see it. There are 2 milk bottles for the young baby animals. And then there's 3, oh gosh, I almost said 3 Buckies again, like on my last barn tour. Yeah, then there's 3 Buckies, and they're all different colors. And on the lower part of the shelf here, that is tabs. That is Silver and Mist, and they're sitting together this time. They have some milk, which is funny because cats don't drink milk like all the time. They're not supposed to really drink cow milk, actually. And there's nothing on the other side. Oh, there's also 2 kittens there. That little orange one is Orangelina. It's kind of like Angelina, but with an orange thing at the end. I don't know, at the beginning, I mean. And then there is Hershey. There are some crates there. So the crate stack on the right, there's just some neck ropes on the top of it there, and people can just grab them and use them for their lessons, because this is, by the way, the lesson barn. Forgot to mention that. And then there's a little Hawaiian unicorn. Oh, I can't find where my hand is supposed to be. This little Hawaiian alicorn. So cute, from Tokidoki. I just keep it here as like a model horse. Here is a very messy kind of feed corner, because even though there is a tack and feed room, they still should have some kind of food closer to the barn. There's some stud and young stock mix. I just kind of want to show you guys really quick what that is. Ooh, there. So I believe there's just some foam balls. I was right, colorful foam balls. It's unrealistic, but it's just for the sound of shaking the bag. Like, listen. So that's what it's for. But it's a perfect little bag. You can even read stuff. Added immune support, stud and young stock mix. Advanced nutrition for broodmares, foals, and young stock. Live yeast and whatever else in his little mare and foal. So cute. Hey, a bunch of fruit and vegetables for the other animals. And then there's a bike, because one of the riders bikes here because she doesn't have a car. Here's the little treat bin with the treats, but the treats are very oversized. But yeah, it's a very old bin and old treats that I made ages ago when I just started, so that's why it's not the best. This cat up here is Holly, and then there is a basket with, oh goodness, lots of stuff on top. I'm just going to grab that really quick and show you guys like an overview of what's in there. So, halters, fly masks, yep, lead ropes, some polo wraps even. That's a mess. There's a case of polo wraps for people to use. Here is the pig/hedgehog community meetup. So the 2 pigs in that basket there, one of them, I forget exactly which one because they're identical, is Miss Bean, and the other one is Mr. Bean. Then that little standing piglet, the miniature piglet over there, is Mr. Fig. And the mother miniature pig is right here. And her name is Mama. Very clever. And here is this regular pig baby whose name is Pigs. That's Tweedledoo and Tweedledum. Yeah, however you pronounce it. I don't know. That black cat there is Shade. And then here's my fountain. Yep. Pretty cute. I made it, by the way. Then there's White Shadow and Quickstep. These 2 are sisters. And they're both supposed to be huskies, but this one's kind of like a white lab. But, you know, whatever. Adopted sister. Here is Kira, and she's just sitting there. I don't know why. And then here is Mally, the mallard duck. I think it's mallard. I'm probably wrong. But, yeah. That's Mally. And this is York? I don't even know. But, yeah, this dog is a Yorkie, Yorkshire Terrier, so I think its name is just York, like the mint chocolate. But, yep. And they are friends. They like to hang out a lot together. So then that grooming kit there is filled with some stuff I made. There is a towel, horse soap, and there's a little sponge and a hoof pick, and it's really realistic because it started to rust, so that's good. And none of them are very clean, so yay, that's good. Yeah, and she is sweat scraping her horse Pumpkin the second. There are some more twists in case the horses usually aren't too friendly at the wash stall, so if they are good, then you can give them a treat. There is some hoof polish soap. I mean, I know it doesn't exist. It's not like a bar of soap. And then there's that one, which is saddle soap. And Pumpkin is just tied up to this little ring here, but there's another halter tied onto it on the bottom. It's a Schleich official halter that you usually use for the wash stall. But Emma, Ella, whatever her name is, wants to use her own halter. This halter is made by Tack Shop or Schleich Horse Lover 200 here on YouTube. She has an Etsy shop. And I cannot make rope halters, which is why I think I have 3, maybe I have 2 made by her. So cute, I love these. I almost forgot to let you guys know that Pumpkin the second, this horse here, is a Pinto mare. She's an exclusive one that you could only get in Europe, but I did get her from our friends that live in France, so yay! His name is Apollo. He's super cute. I named him Apollo because there was a rooster at the farmer's market we used to go to, and his name was Apollo, and he looked just like this. Above Apollo here are 2 little treat bags. They're little star-shaped treats. It's so cute. And then there's no smoking, and keep all stalls and paddocks locked. That is very important. And here is a pumpkin and a clay horse head, also made by Schleich Horse Lover 200 or Tack Shop on Etsy. This is Mr. Tukey. He is a toucan. He sits on top of the barn all the time. But I guess he does come down once in a while. Here is a dog, and this dog is unnamed. So please leave suggestions, or at least I don't think I had a name for this dog. And then he's, oh wow, my human has died. Rest in peace, human. This unnamed dog, she isn't very good around horses just yet. She's just started coming to the stable along with her owner. She's just wearing a loom band harness I just randomly made. I don't know. I like harnesses better than, you know, collars. It's a little too cruel for my taste. I don't know. It depends on the dog, I suppose. But she's just attached to the cross ties for now because of that reason that she's not too good with horses yet. This door is open because this is where Pumpkin the second usually lives, but since she's at the wash stall, she can't be in her stall at the same time. A very important change I made, I mean, by the way, there is dust, so ignore that. A very important change I have made to my barn has been these little hooks. So, some of you may know if you ride real horses, there's always hooks kind of like that, with like enamel over them. And you hang the horse's halters there. Halters, depends how many you have. But I just decided to put one on each stall. So it just hooks onto the other side here and this side. And let me know if I should start selling these because a lot of people liked them when I showed them in my live video. Wow, the detail on that dirt is amazing. And I cannot have bedding because we have bugs, so they would be all over the place, unfortunately, but it's okay. So the window is open and there's another pony in the pasture back there. There is a little hay bale, the feed trough, and the water trough is right here. And then there is her saddle and bridle. On the outside of Troy's stall, he is double locked because he's very anxious when there's people in the barn aisle. He likes to try to get out. So he's double locked. It does keep it a little extra tighter so it doesn't really open much. Then he has his other looser stall lock and his leather halter, but I made this ages ago and it really sucks. And his little blue hook. And so here is Troy. He is semi-retired in this barn. He's only used for simple lessons like learning how to walk, basically, like learning how to balance on a horse while they're moving, and occasionally for liberty, but not like when the horse is really galloping after the person. He's just sniffing at his little salt lick. This is a tack he uses. He uses this saddle and bridle that's hanging right there. And there is Salsa Spark. She was my grail for the longest time, and then I finally got her. I'll show you her up close soon. But I forgot to mention that also Pumpkin the second in her stall. She has a little oat snack thing, and she has 2 keys are just kind of holding down that because she likes to like rip it, but with the keys I guess you can't. I don't even know. There's a saddle pad that I use for Salsa. This is Salsa Spark. She is super cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. She is the Connemara pony mare from this year. She has some, you know, parts where she wasn't painted too well, but I really don't mind. She is so cute. She's got the glossy eyes and nostrils. The hooves are not super glossy, which is actually more realistic than some of the Schleich horses I have. Those doors cannot open, but I just pretend that it actually goes somewhere. So across from Salsa's stall, there is Belle's stall, and she is the one that we saw on that side peeking out. So that is her saddle and 2 bridles. She has one made by me and one official one and an official saddle. She is the Andalusian mare from 2015, I think.
Peep the pony.
And here we have a little, I think that's a succulent, another little succulent with a rock and some primroses. Then there are the pole wraps, and we're still there on the past barn tour. Some Schleich official boots. Here are some show neck ropes, even though this is not the showing barn. I guess they just use it for fun. I don't know. Then there are 5 show halters. This thing here does open. I pretend that it opens because it doesn't really. I just kind of open it like this. Then they go here, then you shut the door and they go the other way again. Kind of confusing, but there's also a little dog area behind there. There's 2 little toy balls on the left. That dog is Lacey, and this is Trooper, but they're both Australian Shepherds. Inside the arena gate, there are some twists and other treats there. Some other treats, and then the sliding door that a lot of you liked from my last barn tour. It's just an old domino box. This says Boo on it. But, so that's how it opens. So on top, there's a riding crop just in case the rider will need any. The one that's riding right now. And here are some little flowers with one of Mango's feathers there. Some more peppermint treats in these little fruit baskets. There are some waters for the people. Some apples for the horses. It's probably not a good idea to have them right there next to the arena, but you know, it'll work. There's a light switch for the arena lights and some stickers. Before you guys yell at me, I know that you do not ride on brick like floor, so I just wanted to let you know that I am getting something really special for my arena. So this is why there's nothing here right now, but there will be, so don't freak out. It's just temporary and they're not real, so they're not hurting themselves. You know? Inside the arena there is Duchess with her tack on. She has a hat, like not even a half pad, it's just like a, what is that, fitted pad. The girth popped out from under the fitted pad, but it's okay. And then there is Christine. She put herself back together and now she's riding. This arena is very small because compared to the size of my hand, it is really tiny, but I really don't mind. That is it for this level. So this is the show barn. Instead, it's on the left. So there's some random stuff. There is a ghost, 2 Starbucks things, a cupcake, and a bucket. I don't even know why. Here is my really bad HH sign. I gotta change it. But, you know, I always say I'm gonna change it, then I never end up doing so. There's a little water thing, so the people can go and get some water refills if they brought their own bottles. There is Shadow and Taffy? Shadow and Taffy, yeah, I think so. The little resin cats I got on Etsy. They're super cute. This yellow sash, that blue sash, and that pink sash back there are all made by SSS Tack Shop, and also that rope halter there. This here is Vanilla Bean. She doesn't stand up too well, but it's okay, just gonna hold her. She is actually a collector horse, but I do have them in my barn sometimes, so I just decided to have her here today. Vanilla Bean is just chewing on her sash. She's a very, like, curious show horse. She just chews on everything, basically. And here is her saddle and a neck rope. Across from Vanilla Bean's stall, here is Duke's stall, and he lives with his turtle friend, Miss Turtle, remember? I hope you guys remember. And it also says, do not feed the show horses. All the horses here, like I already said, are show horses. And there's a medical kit right here, because Vanilla Bean destroyed her grooming kit, so her owner has to keep the brushes inside a medical kit. So So yeah, that's what this is. I just moved it to Vanilla Bean's side of the barn. This is Indy's saddle pad and bridle that I made. The saddle pad and bridle I made, and by the way, I should get my bragging rights in. So this saddle pad, I hand quilted it, meaning I didn't use the machine like I usually do now. I hand quilted it, so all those are done by hand. And then I put the bias tape myself, and then I put the little fuzzy part. And then there is her rope halter, her water trough, treat trough, and she does have some hay right there. And then to see her other side. So this is Andy. She is Pumpkin the Second's sister. They're on the same mold, but Indy is a regular Pinto mare. She is not exclusive, and she is from last year. He is checking out the bunnies. That is Samuel, the little Chihuahua, who is the poodle crazy girl from down here, the unnamed one. That's her dog. I don't know why he's all the way up here alone. Then that is Duchess's stall, but as you can tell, she's not there because we saw her riding with Christine. So unfortunately, Vanilla Bean's door can't open any more than this because of the lights, but that's fine. There's a little metal bucket hanging there. Then here is Goldie and Locks, her puppy. And that is, I think I named her Amy, I might be wrong, walking her dog. And she's just using a dog collar with a horse lead rope. There are the foxes. The adult is Susan and the little baby is Jamie. Yeah. And there's a little trash can, also has some trash in it. And then there are the bunnies, and they all don't really have, I mean they have names but I don't remember them, so yeah. I think that's what Indy is staring at. And now the most exciting part, it's very new. Here are 2 rocks. A halter made by Aqua Models when she used to be striding James Schleich. Here's a little lock on this gate so none of the horses can escape. There is a tree stump there and the fake grass because I now have a pasture and it's actually pretty large. And I know it's not realistic because it's not like flush to the fence, but I will fix that soon. Oh, it's amazing. I love this area. I don't know why. So this is Mocha, the little grazing pony. She's super cute. I'm not sure exactly what breed she is, and she's just eating some of the grass. And then over here, we have 2 grassy rocks. And here is the water and hay, but as you can tell, someone put them too close together, which resulted in some of the hay being just dumped into the water by one of the horses. But yeah, that's a lesson for that person that you shouldn't put hay right next to water. This poor beat up baby is so cute. She is a Dartmoor pony mare. Her name is Birch. And I'm just going to put her back right there. Then there is some poop, probably produced by her. Then there are some treats over there and some other food, just beads in a bucket. Just a jolly ball. And then here is Birch's, like, what is it, husband, I guess, or boyfriend? I think it's husband. And I know that you shouldn't keep stallions next to mares, they're not stupid, but he's very good with mares, so just kind of leave it that way. Yeah, just pretend that there's a kind of invisible line between them, I don't even know. Or maybe that's their daughter, I'm not sure. But, yeah, and his name is Honeycomb. He's perfect, he's life show quality, definitely. He's being very nosy, the curious pony that he is, and watching Crunch as he goes into his stall. So this stall area here, some people might argue that it's not really realistic, but don't forget that there are some pastures that do have stalls in them, and they are facing each other, and you can only open one door at a time, for instance at the stable that I ride at. So it's not completely wrong. Over here we have Bayard, and he's wearing another halter made by Aqua Models. He has like a little treat hanging there, and another halter. Yep, he's really cute. He has some treats, his water, he has some other food, balloons, some other spooky stuff like this jumping pumpkin and jumping eyeball. If you wind them up, they start jumping. And Bayard won a lot of shows, as you can tell. Then there is a saddle rack with a bridle and saddle on it, and it's for dressage. Then there's some little unicorn stuff and 2 sheep, I don't know why. So right there is a spare halter for Crunch, and then he has his
water and his treats. And that is Crunch. He is a Pinto Stallion, I think from 2015. And he's wearing a halter that I made a long time ago, and a leader rope I made a long time ago. And that there is Giselle leading him into his stall. And that is it for that barn.
Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!